Okay, I want to put this quick release onto this Fanatec wheel. However, I do have a problem here. This is a QR1, of course, and this is a QR2. Incidentally, this one is from Tanlenki. I do have a separate video on this third-party quick release, really good. So yeah, check that out. I'll drop a link below. But the issue we have here, this is a Fanatec Universal Hub. I'm sure you recognise that. But the issue is, being the first generation of the Universal Hub, using the QR1, you can't simply just unscrew it like you can with newer Fanatec wheels. So to get this onto this, I have this from SIMUBE. So this is pretty cheap. I think it cost me about £35. There's the back of the box. Pause the video for a moment if you want to see all the information there. There's the side of the box. Now this should support any Fanatec wheel, any old Fanatec wheel that you have the same basically limitation on. On their website they have a couple of installation videos that show the installation of this adapter on a Club Sport Formula wheel and also the BMW GT2 wheel. They don't have a guide on how to install this adapter onto the Universal Hub though, so I'm going to have to work some of this out for myself. I have watched the videos they currently have. That gives me some idea on how it's meant to go, but there are of course differences with those two wheels compared to this. But it gives me some, help at least to get me started. I'll work it out as I go along. So this is aluminium. See lots of screw holes there. And there you go. That is your replacement quick release piece with the holes to screw this quick release onto there. And of course this plate needs to go onto this first. Now this plastic adapter, which is a spacer, is required for the BMW GT2 installation. I don't think it's required for any other of the wheels. So I just thought I'd mention that. You do get this extra piece. So we won't be needing this. All we need is this, these screws and the tools, and hopefully that's it. But wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, we have a problem. The ribbon cable needs to be detached from this main circuit board. As what I really want to do is, I think, push this ribbon cable all the way out. But you can see it's glued on. We do have some hot glue. Looking at some other videos on the Universal Hub, interestingly, I've seen people take this cable out and there's no hot glue there. So this is clearly my problem. It could be your problem as well, but something that's worth knowing. So I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that. After some research, I discovered that you can lift hot glue from a PCB using alcohol. So I've got some of that here, luckily. And all we need to do is douse this thing with some this alcohol, and it should, after 30 seconds, a minute, it should actually lift off, and hopefully I'll be able to pull out this cable. So let's give this a go. I've done too much already not to go all the way with this one. So let's give it a go. Since this is alcohol, it evaporates, so it's not going to do any damage to the board. But let's try this. It's going everywhere. I'll just leave that for a bit. Look at that. This thing's working. Well, bugger me. Simcat's here. She's making a bunch of noise, but check that out. It's just peeling off. That's amazing. That's a lot easier than I expected. And hopefully I can just now pull out that cable. Bingo! I think Simcat's celebrating. I do have a bit of a mess here to soak up, so let me sort that out. Well, I've hit another problem here, guys. These two final bolts are so tight in there, they are shredding the ends of my Allen keys. So yeah, I've tried a few different Allen keys and they are all getting damaged. They're using some, thread locker on these bolts. So yeah, all of them were tight to get out, but these two final ones are nearly impossible. So I need to see if I can find any more Allen keys which are stronger. I can get better purchase on them, or just drill those out. But yeah, another stumbling block, but I'll be back after I've sorted that out. Here we are. I managed to get the quick release off and install the adapter. So something to note is the adapter orientation is you want the blank facing upwards. That's the top of the wheel, as that needs to fit with the orientation of these pins, which are very specific. So you can see that you don't want them going in like that way, because you will basically bust them. The other thing I need to show you guys, and I'm not exactly proud of it, is how I managed to get this quick release off. So I'm just going to show you because it's a bit of a hatchet job. So yeah, don't moan in the comments. It is what it is. There you go. I had to basically chop them out, drill them out like that around them. I tried different methods, drilling into the bolts, into the screws directly. I tried using like an extractor type of tool. Couldn't work with that either. Nothing worked. So the only way was to basically cut around them like so. I mean, it's thick aluminium, which is good. So I think it's going to be fine for just the integrity of just running it with 4 bolts. So we're going to be okay. And it is basically hidden behind inside, so you can't see it. So I can live with that. It's all right, but just be wary that yeah, you may struggle with trying to get those screws out. I'm sure you're going to have a better time than I did. It's just one of these things, just luck of the draw, I suppose. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this all together. We're halfway there. Okay guys, this is the finished product. What do you think? Okay then, so all I need to do now is give it a quick test, make sure everything's working, and I'm going to do that next. If you sat through the entire installation segment, you witnessed my trials and tribulations, the couple of snags we hit along the way, removing the hot glued cable and the 2 stuck screws. I can't lay blame on the SIMUBE adapter, that's all down to the universal hub being a little bit awkward for me. But at the end of this short journey, now I have a first generation Club Sport universal hub operating on my Club Sport DD+. In the end, this is a complete and convincing success. The steps involved were not complicated. I had no exact guide to follow, but managed this pretty well, while all along filming the process. And although we're missing a couple of those screws holding the adapter in place, it's none the worse for wear. It's holding together fully solid, and it's not necessarily likely you'll encounter the same hitches, so don't let that put you off. I'm very happy with the end result. This adapter has enabled me to convert this old hardware to be compatible with the QR2. I recently upgraded my CSL DD to the QR2. I'll drop a link below to that video, and also added the Club Sport DD Plus to my collection. And in doing so, immediately made this universal hub redundant. But now it's been revived and I can continue to make good use of it again, so that's really good news. If you run into the same situation, then I can recommend the SIMUBE QR1 to QR2 adapter. Another possible purpose to make use of this adapter is just buying older second-hand Fanatec wheels where you can find really decent prices, and then banging on one of these adapters to run on your QR2 wheelbase. That would be a good way to save some cash. How about that?